welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will be considering the IPO of another company that is open for subscription currently. That is the company that is open IPO that is open is of Capital Small Finance Bank Limited. So the IPO of Capital Small Finance Bank is open for subscription from 7th February and closes for subscription tomorrow, that is 9th February. So the allotment is expected on 12th February and Monday, and the listing is expected on 14th February Wednesday. So regarding the price band of this IPO is between 445 to 468 per share, and the minimum lot for the application 32 shares, and the minimum investment for retail investors 4976 rupees. And Nuvama Wealth Management Limited, Dam Capital Advisors, and Equiras Capital Private Limited are the book learning lead managers for this issue, and the link in time is the registrar for this issue, and the face value is 10 per share. And after the listing, the shareholding pre-issue is 24% of the promoters, and this issue actually comprises an offer for a combination of offer for sale as well as offer. It actually comprises a fresh issue of 0.96 crore shares aggregating to 450 crores, and a offer for sale of 0.16 crore shares aggregating to 73 crores. So around 30% of this issue is actually offered to anchor investors, 20% QAB investors, HNA portion is 15%, and the retail portion is 35%. And regarding this bank, it was incorporated in 1999 as a small finance bank. In 2015, the Capital Small Finance Bank became the first NBFC microfinance entity to receive the small finance bank license. They initially started as a microfinance company, and they actually got the small finance bank license in 2015. They have strong presence in semi-urban and rural areas with a branch-based operating model. So they target the middle income customer segments with an annual income up to 0.4 to 5 million rupees, around 50 lakh rupees. So they aim to be the primary banker for these customers through the mix of product offerings, customer service, physical branches, and retail channels. So they are actually headquartered in Jalandhar, Punjab, and have strategically expanded their operations in northern states of India such as Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, and Union Territory Chandigarh. So they are predominantly present mainly in the north. They may actually plan to expand their branches in other parts of India in future. So they have a presence in 5 states and Union Territory with a total of 172 branches and 174 ATMs. They are predominantly located in rural and semi-urban areas covering 24 districts. They actually approximately service the 75% of the total customers, both in credit and deposits. And this suggests that the bank has well-defined a niche catering to middle-income groups, especially in rural and semi-urban areas. And the average ticket size for this bank, capital, agriculture, MSME, and trading and mortgage lending products are 1.23 million, 1.82 million, and 1.16 million respectively. And they have a total of 1,827 employees working for the organization. And regarding the financial performance of this bank, they actually had a revenue of 557 crores in FY21 with a net profit of 40.78 crores. It increased to 632 crores in FY22 with a net profit increasing to 62.757 crores. And the revenue increased to 735 crores in FY23, and the net profit increased to 93 crores. And for this FY24, the revenue was 415 crores in the first half, and the profit after tax is 54 crores. So the net profit is likely to increase to around 108 crores in FY24, and the revenue is likely to be 830 crores. So there is a good increase of revenue from 557 crores to around 880 crores expected in FY24, and the profit after tax is more than double from 40 crores to around 100 crores. So it is actually showing good growth over a period of 4 years, and reserves and surplus are at 676 crores. And the total borrowing is 572 crores. And regarding the EPS post IPO, the EPS is expected to be on 24, and the issue price band based on the price band of around 445 to 468 per share. The price and multiple will be around 19.35 post IPO. It is slightly expensive as compared to other listed peers like Equitas Small Finance Bank, Industar Small Finance Bank. So they are actually more attractively valued at the current levels at around 12 to 15 times. So the issue is slightly higher in valuations as compared to other banks, but considering the growth it recorded over the last 3-4 years, it is likely to be in future the company can actually be reasonably valued in future, and they can give good returns to investors in future. And regarding the review by different brokers, most brokers have a subscribe rating IPO, and the 3 brokers have a subscribe rating IPO, and 2 have a neutral rating. And regarding the oversubscription figures, till the end of secondary, it is oversubscribed 1.25 times. QAB segment is oversubscribed 1.1 times, and the retail segment is oversubscribed 1.41 times, and the HNI segment is oversubscribed 1 time. So with the considering the 3 IPOs are actually hitting the market and closing tomorrow, there can be a reduction in subscription figures for each of these IPOs, but I am actually expecting a good subscription at the end of the last day. I am actually expecting a minimum 5 to 10 times subscription for each of these IPOs, including Capital Small Finance Bank, and QAB segment is also likely to be oversubscribed 5 to 10 times at the end of the last day, minimum 5 to 10 times or more at the end of the last day. And regarding the review by Dilip Davda and their website, they actually mentioned that it is a northern-based regional financial service provider. They have posted steady growth in top and bottom line. In FY24 annualized earnings, the issue is aggressively priced, and well-informed investors can park funds for long-term rewards. So they actually commenced operations at a small finance bank in 2016 pursuant to RBI's approval, and they are actually offer agricultural loans. Their primary products includes agricultural loan, MSME and trading loans, including working capital, machinery loans and mortgages, housing loans and loans against property. The core strategy is to strengthen retail-focused banking finance by enabling access to affordable credit in the states. The company operates in a well-defined niche catering to middle-income group segment with special emphasis on rural and semi-urban areas, and they don't have any subsidiaries currently. And so their target is the customers with an average annual income of 0.4 million to 5 million rupees in semi-urban rural areas, with 41.62 branches in rural areas and 34.68 branches in semi-urban areas, and 23% branches in the urban areas. They have expanded operations in the northern states of Punjab, Haryana, as mentioned by earlier, and they have 173 branches and 175 ATMs, and they have around they are actually, as on date, they have 1,838 employees on their payroll. And regarding the equity capital, after the issue capital increased to 45.04 crores, and they tried to command a market cap of 2,107 crores after the issue. And based on the FY24 annualized earnings, the price earning multiple will be around 19 times. So regarding the listed peers, IDFC First Bank, AU Small Finance Bank, as mentioned as the listed peers. And the conclusion is that this is a currently north-centric branch, and with a pan-India presence in the coming years, they can actually open branches in future. Well-informed investors can park funds for the long-term rewards. That's mentioned here in this report. And regarding the review by BP Gitties Wealth, they also mentioned that the company has actually good presence with 5 states and union territories, and they actually have their objective issue is towards augmenting the bank as a capital base to meet the future of banks working future capital requirements and for general corporate purposes. And they have impressive business with retail focused liability alongside secure and advanced portfolio, and they have so different points are actually mentioned here. And post issue, the promoter's holding will be 17.61 times, and the public holding will be 72.21 percentage. And regarding the valuations and outlook, so they have a secure loan portfolio that is actually seeing a strong growth of around 22 to 24% CAGR during FY22-25 period. And they have the lenders gross NPA is 2.73%, net NPA is 1.36%, is actually very low. And they as the lender will utilize net proceeds of the fresh equity to augment the Tier 1 capital base. Its capital adequacy will enhance and lead to a stable leverage position. The current price to book multiple 2.2 based on the book value. The report actually mentions a subscribe rating for the IPO for the medium to long term perspective. And some key results are mentioned as the region concentration is there. They are actually predominantly present only in North India, that is mentioned as a risk here. But considering that they have altogether so, and revenue details also mentioned here. The revenues actually increased over the last 4 years. And but I feel that this company, this bank actually having a good growth in the last 4 years, may actually expand branches in other parts of North India, other parts of the India also, including North India, West India, and possibly South India also in future. And even though the valuations look slightly stretched, I am actually considering the growth, I am actually planning to apply for this IPO. I am actually expecting good listing gains for this IPO. The current day market premium for this IPO is around 40 rupees at the end of second day, that is 8th February. So we can actually expect a listing in the range of around 500 to 510 levels based on the oversubscription figures in the last day. So I am actually expecting a good listing for this IPO, and I am actually expecting good returns for this bank in long term. So if you are also convinced about the prospects of the IPO, you can also consider investing.